So now what we're going to do is we're going to trade our respective methodology, right? Trading in alignment with the daily chart, the 4-hour, using our 15-minute for confirmation on different things. And we're going to effectively spot trade when the 4-hour and 15-minute are lined up. But we're going to try and swing trade. We're going to try swing trade when the daily and the 4-hour is lined up. How easy is that? However, our execution for these trades is going to be on a 15-minute. So the swing trades are going to have the 15-minute price action risk exposure to try and capture the let me get out of this. All right, to try and capture the longer term stuff. Okay, everybody good to go? You're sort of sitting forward here, pound falling through the floor. It's not breaking my heart. It's taking me about 3 attempts to get short, but it's working out. Okay, so if we look at this daily chart, what is the prevailing trend on this daily? It's not exactly ripping, but what is the prevailing trend? Yeah, it worked out nice, Eric. Sometimes you just get lucky, I guess. Yeah, it's down, right? You're making a series of lower lows and lower highs, and you're coming off a move fib of the drop, and now it's effectively making a swing fib. So no reason to think anything other than long here on the daily, really until it's broken this level. Okay, because that would then effectively give you a double bottom and a major break of the high and a change of trend. The 4-hour just changed trend back to the upside, didn't it? Would you agree with that? 4-hour just changed trend to the upside. Daily still to the downside and at resistance. So in effect here, we can look for a little short up here, which takes us down. However, we're going to find longs on this 4-hour through here, aren't we? I'm actually considering just scrolling back and covering some of this with you so we can trade the chop a little bit. That might be informational by itself. But that's okay. We'll live with what we got and just move forward. Okay, so here we go. So in other words, you're at daily resistance, 4-hour uptrend. So we got 4-hour against, we got the 4-hour against the daily, but at resistance. So is there a trade opportunity for us? Yes, there is. What is it? It's a spot trade short. Excellent. Excellent. All right, so let's see how it goes. Right, also bear in mind now you have a 4-hour uptrend, so you're going to run into a 4-hour long zone too. Okay, you got a little bit of a fight because you have a daily down and a 4-hour up. Okay, so now we're getting our 15-minute change of trend. So now we're going to see if we get a little something like this to short us down, and we're going to put a stop up here and see if we can drop that. Okay, if we don't get it, guess what? We're not trading. All right, let's go. A little aggressive for my taste, so I'm probably missing the short. Okay, I would have liked to have seen something like this in this one. I know Hotcom's lagging me, but I would have liked to have seen something like that to short. So guess what? I'm no trade yet. Even though it's dropped from where I wanted it to, no trade. Right, now it's heading down towards my buy zone on the upside. So far, no confirmation. No confirmation. No confirmation. And now we're going to pop down to the next level. Right. Now you have Now you have a change of trend 15 minute. Agreed? This is a double bottom. This is a break of this is one of our little chart patterns here, isn't it? Okay, so this is one of our chart patterns. It's this one right here. Okay, you guys see it? It's that one right there. And it's happening in the context of a 4-hour uptrend at a 618 and previous lows and highs, right? This was obviously a good support area. Okay, so now we're going to look for something like this. Now, is this a spot trade or a swing trade? Spot trade. Spot trade, yes. Okay, excellent. Good. Spot scalp scenario. Okay, so let's slow this down a little bit. And let's let it rip. Okay, we'll come back on that. Right, so here's a little entry for us. Okay, we're just waiting for this little number here. Little 382, so we'll long that. Right, now, where are we taking that to? Where are we shooting for? It's a spot trade, so basically we're just trying to take it from support back to resistance. So effectively, all we're trying to do is take it, kind of back in here. That's it. We're trying to make, 50 pips out of it. Pretty standard spot trade. Actually a really good pre-London market today. Alright, let's go. Right, another opportunity. Dropped down a little further than you would have wanted, but no big deal. Okay, knocked us out of it. That doesn't mean to say the trade will not work. We just took a loss on that one. But we'd do it all over again. Let me just get rid of this. That's cool. The first trade we take together is a loss. That's excellent. We're going to long bomb it. Since it's at support, here's even another little confirmation right here. It actually sets up a little bit better because our reward is actually pretty decent. Speed her up a little bit. Be here all day. Right, so you get a 15-minute change of trend. I always like to give it the lower low plus 10. Okay, so now we're going to work out our profit point, which is the fib of the drop, which is approximately the 60 to 80 area. Right? Basically back to fib of this drop. So we're talking sort of 64.50-ish. Agreed? We're trying to take it sort of here. Yeah, lower low plus 10. Alright. Let's go. Okay, so yep, 50 pips. Just jam it in there, break even. Okay. Alright, so let's cruise back one can. Right, so it's now hit our target. Okay? It's now hit our target. So what are we doing? We're now going to move our stop. Okay, we're going to move our stop basically right underneath price. Why are we doing that? Jam it up there, right? It's a spot trade. We're not trying for anything. The daily is still short. This is the thing that's critical, is that everybody understands, is that this daily is still down. Therefore, we are spot trading. Okay, we are spot trading. The 4-hour is up, but the daily is down. So we do not have a congruent trend at this spot. We've got diverging trends. Therefore, we're spot trading or support and resistance within the context of the 4-hour trend at this point.